You know, the apostles lived without a full knowledge of Jesus Christ while they were actually in the presence of Jesus Christ. The apostles were continually confused and perplexed by Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ again and again had to change their way of thinking to conform their minds and their hearts to His. And yet none of their ignorance prevented Jesus Christ from having a relationship with them. And none of our ignorance will prevent Jesus Christ from having a relationship with us. Peter found himself again and again confused about Jesus Christ. He believed Jesus Christ was the Messiah, but at times that was the only thing that he got right about Jesus Christ. And Peter also lived with confusion about who he was supposed to be for Jesus Christ. In fact, Peter was told by Jesus Christ that he would be the rock upon which Jesus Christ would build his church. And then, just after the Last Supper, Peter denied Jesus Christ 3 times. You see, Peter didn't fully understand his role in his relationship with Jesus Christ. He didn't fully understand his role in his relationship with the Catholic Church. Peter didn't always understand who he was called by God to be. And yet God still sought a relationship with Peter. And the funny thing is that when Jesus Christ rose from the dead, He pulled Peter aside and asked him 3 times, "Do you love me?" for the 3 times that Peter denied Him. And after Peter replied 3 times that he loved Jesus, Jesus said each and every time to go and feed His sheep. In other words, to go and be the first pope, to go and be the person that Peter was always intended to be. And the same thing's true about you and me. Our ignorance does not change God's plan for our lives. In fact, it's often in the midst of our ignorance that God reveals His greatest plans. It was in the midst of Peter's ignorance about God and His role in the church that Jesus revealed Himself in the most powerful way to Peter. You see, God has a plan for you and God has a plan for me. And our ignorance doesn't change God's plans. In fact, it's in the midst of our ignorance that God often reveals His greatest plans for us.